Welcome back to my channel, Valuable Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in the right place. First, we'll uncover some of the most valuable and rare US coins that could be worth a fortune. Let's dive in. We're shining a spotlight on a true American classic, the United States Mercury Dime from 1937. This isn't just a dime, it's a piece of American history, a symbol of artistry, and for collectors today, it represents a high-value gem with rising market appeal. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this dime, minted nearly 90 years ago, is in such hot demand and how much it could be worth right now. Let's begin with the rich history behind this legendary coin. The Mercury Dime, officially known as the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was minted from 1916 to 1945. Designed by the brilliant sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, this dime replaced the Barber Dime and marked a dramatic shift in American coin artistry. The 1937 Mercury Dime was struck during the late stages of the Great Depression, an era of resilience and change in the United States. While many people struggled during this time, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that captured the spirit and strength of the nation. The Mercury Dime became a reflection of that determination. The 1937 edition, in particular, carries the emotional weight of that historical moment and holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its craftsmanship and era of origin. One of the most compelling reasons this coin is so cherished is its stunning and symbolic design. The obverse side features the image of liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, a powerful and uplifting message, especially relevant during the 1930s. Though commonly mistaken for the Roman god Mercury, the figure is, in fact, a youthful depiction of liberty herself. The reverse side of the coin shows a fasces, a bundle of rods with an axe, representing unity and strength, along with an olive branch to symbolize peace. These visual elements combine to make the Mercury Dime not only a piece of currency, but a miniature work of art. The 1937 edition showcases these features with remarkable clarity, especially in well-preserved examples. Now, let's talk about rarity and condition, the two biggest drivers of value in the coin collecting world. While the 1937 Mercury Dime had a healthy mintage at the time, surviving examples in excellent condition, especially in uncirculated or mint-state grades, are becoming increasingly scarce. Most of the dimes from this period entered everyday circulation and show significant wear, so finding one in MS65, MS66, or higher condition is like discovering a hidden treasure. Collectors today are on a constant hunt for Mercury dimes with full details, sharp strikes, and even the elusive full bands on the reverse fasces, which indicate a near-perfect strike from the original dies. A 1937 dime in this condition stands out instantly in any collection and is considered highly desirable across numismatic circles. So, what's the current market value of a 1937 Mercury dime in today's action-packed coin market? The value has shown strong appreciation in recent years, with prices rising steadily due to demand, limited supply of high-quality examples, and increased investor interest in vintage U.S. coins. While circulated examples might fetch a modest amount, coins in mint-state condition, particularly those graded MS67 or with full bands, can command prices in the range of hundreds to several thousands of dollars, depending on eye appeal and certification. In fact, some top-tier examples of the 1937 Mercury Dime have sold at auction for tens of thousands of dollars, with buyers from around the world vying for a chance to own a pristine piece of numismatic history. The market outlook remains strong, and many experts believe the coin's value will only continue to rise in the years ahead. If you're a collector, or even just curious about getting started, there are some key tips to keep in mind when hunting for a 1937 Mercury Dime. First, always look for coins that have been professionally graded by trusted agencies like PCGS or NGC, as these provide a verified standard of quality and greatly enhance the coin's marketability. Second, pay close attention to detail. Look for coins with clear facial features, bold wing definition on Liberty's cap, and distinct lines on the fasces on the reverse. Coins with full bands are especially valuable and sought after. Additionally, preservation is everything. Coins stored in protective holders and kept away from air and moisture retain their beauty and value over time. And remember, this isn't just about collecting. It's about holding history in your hand and potentially making a strong financial investment in the process. In conclusion, the 1937 United States Mercury Dime is far more than just a silver coin. It's a reflection of American resilience, artistic brilliance, and timeless value. Its elegant design, historical significance, and increasing rarity make it one of the most appealing dimes for collectors in today's market. With top-quality examples fetching prices as high as $40,000, the Mercury Dime from 1937 proves that even the smallest coin can carry an incredible legacy and a massive return. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one coin you'll definitely want to keep an eye on. So take a look in your collection, check your old change jars, and who knows, your fortune might just be waiting on a 10-cent piece. Second rare coin, we're focusing on one of the most beautiful and valuable dimes ever minted in U.S. history, the United States Mercury Dime from 1942. This coin is not only an artistic masterpiece, but in the world of rare coins, it holds serious value and is gaining more attention than ever in today's collector market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started, this coin is a must-know and maybe even a must-have. The story of the Mercury Dime is rich with American history. First introduced in 1916, the Mercury Dime replaced the Barber Dime and became a staple of American coinage until 1945. The 1942 Mercury Dime was struck during one of the most pivotal times in U.S. history, World War II. The country was rallying together, production was booming, and patriotism was at an all-time high. Coins like the Mercury Dime weren't just monetary tools, they were part of the American spirit. These coins circulated widely, changing hands between soldiers, factory workers, farmers, and families across the nation. That historical context alone gives the 1942 edition a deep emotional and cultural significance. What truly sets the Mercury Dime apart, however, is its stunning design. Created by the renowned sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the obverse features a bold and youthful Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought. Although many people mistakenly call it the Mercury Dime due to the resemblance to the Roman god Mercury, the figure is actually Liberty herself, radiant, forward-looking, and free. The reverse side of the coin displays a fasces, a bundle of rods tied together with an axe, symbolizing unity and strength, accompanied by an olive branch that represents peace. The detailed engraving, classical symbolism, and perfect balance between strength and elegance make this coin one of the most visually appealing ever produced by the U.S. Mint when it comes to rarity and condition. The 1942 Mercury Dime stands tall in the eyes of serious collectors. Although millions were minted, what truly makes this coin valuable today is the survival rate of high-grade specimens, especially those that are uncirculated or have a full bands designation. Over the decades, most Mercury Dimes were used in everyday commerce and have been worn down significantly. But those preserved in near-perfect condition have become rare and are in very high demand. Coins with the full bands, FB, designation, which indicates sharp and complete horizontal lines across the fasces on the reverse, are especially prized. These details demonstrate that the coin was struck with a well-prepared die and has seen little to no wear. In collector circles, finding a 1942 Mercury Dime with full bands in mint state is considered a real win. Now, let's talk about the current market value of this historical coin. The 1942 Mercury Dime has seen a significant rise in market demand and auction interest over the past few years. Coins in circulated condition may carry a modest premium due to their silver content and historical appeal. However, mint-state examples, particularly those graded MS65, MS66, or MS67 with full bands, can command impressive prices at auctions and online marketplaces. In fact, top-condition 1942 dimes have reached several thousands of dollars in certified sales. Rarer varieties, such as the 1942-41 overdate error, are even more valuable, adding exponential interest and competition among elite collectors. These coins aren't just collectibles, they're smart investments. For collectors who are eager to add a 1942 Mercury Dime to their collection or portfolio, there are some important things to keep in mind. Always prioritize condition. Look for coins that have been professionally graded by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. Full bands designations and high mint state grades will drive the value far higher than average. It's also a good idea to purchase from reputable dealers or established auctions, where authenticity and grading accuracy are guaranteed. And if you already have a few Mercury Dimes in your collection, take a close look. You might already be holding something far more valuable than you thought. If you find a clean, sharply struck example from 1942 with little wear and strong detail, it could be worth getting it graded. You could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Conclusion. The 1942 United States Mercury Dime isn't just another coin, it's a beautiful blend of art, history, and value. With its powerful symbolism, incredible design, and rising demand in the numismatic world, it has become one of the most sought-after coins from the 20th century. Whether you're drawn to it for its aesthetic beauty, historical significance, or investment potential, this dime continues to shine brightly in today's collector market. Some rare specimens have even fetched values as high as $40,000, proving that greatness can come in small, silver packages. The Mercury Dime remains a timeless treasure, and the 1942 edition is truly a crown jewel for collectors everywhere. Third expensive coin, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most iconic and timeless pieces of U.S. coinage, the United States Mercury Dime from the year 1945. This isn't just any dime. It's a piece of American history, beautifully crafted and still in incredibly high demand in today's collector market. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned enthusiast, the 1945 Mercury Dime is one coin that should absolutely be on your radar. The Mercury Dime, officially known as the Winged Liberty Head Dime, was minted from 1916 to 1945. Designed by the legendary sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, it marked a major evolution in American coinage by blending classical beauty with deep national symbolism. The 1945 edition is particularly meaningful as it represents the final year of the Mercury Dime series and was struck at the close of World War II. That alone makes it historically significant, a last chapter of a beloved coin series coinciding with the end of a global conflict that shaped modern history. As America transitioned into a post-war era, this coin became a symbolic farewell to one of the most beautiful designs ever produced by the U.S. Mint. What makes the Mercury Dime stand out, especially the 1945 issue, is its elegant and artistic design. On the obverse, we see Lady Liberty in profile, wearing a winged cap that represents freedom of thought, a striking image that earned it the nickname Mercury due to its resemblance to the Roman god. The reverse side features a fasces, a bundle of rods with an axe, which represents strength and unity, accompanied by an olive branch that symbolizes peace. These elements were perfectly chosen for the time, capturing America's strength in war and its hope for peace. The design is not only artistically breathtaking, but also deeply symbolic, making the 1945 Mercury Dime a piece of numismatic art as much as it is currency. Collectors around the world are especially drawn to the 1945 Mercury Dime not only because it was the final year of the series, but also because of the various mint marks and conditions in which it exists. This dime was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with each variety carrying its own level of rarity and collector intrigue. Among these, the 1945 S dime with full bands on the reverse, a designation meaning that the horizontal lines across the fasces are sharply struck and fully visible, is particularly coveted. Coins with full bands show that they were struck with fresh dies and have experienced minimal circulation, making them rare and valuable in the market. High-grade examples with full bands can skyrocket in value due to their combination of beauty, scarcity, and historical importance when it comes to current market value. The 1945 Mercury Dime continues to impress collectors and investors alike. Common circulated examples may hold value due to their silver content and historical charm, but the real excitement is in high-grade, mint-state coins. A 1945 Mercury Dime graded MS-65 or higher, especially with the full bands designation, can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the mint mark and eye appeal. In the most competitive auctions, top-condition dimes from this year, especially rare full-band specimens from San Francisco or Denver, have fetched tens of thousands of dollars, with the finest known examples gaining attention from elite collectors worldwide. The demand remains strong and the value continues to rise, making this coin an exciting asset for both collectors and investors. If you're a collector or thinking about starting a collection, the 1945 Mercury Dime offers a perfect balance of accessibility and prestige. Here's what you should look for. First, always aim for coins that are certified by trusted grading services, such as PCGS or NGC. These services offer professional grading and authentication, which can make a huge difference in both value and buyer confidence. Secondly, pay close attention to strike quality. Coins with the full bands designation are more desirable and are always worth the extra effort to find. Lastly, protect your dimes. Store them in high-quality holders, keep them away from humidity and handling, and track their value. Coins like the 1945 Mercury Dime not only grow in value over time, but they also represent a piece of American history you can hold in your hand. In conclusion, the 1945 United States Mercury I Dime is far more than just 10 cents. It's a tribute to a nation emerging from war, the final issue of one of the most beautiful coin designs in U.S. mint history, and an increasingly valuable collector's item in today's booming numismatic market. With its historical depth, artistic beauty, and strong demand, the 1945 Mercury Dime remains a highly sought-after treasure for collectors around the globe. And with top examples commanding auction prices in the tens of thousands of dollars, it's clear that this coin is not only a symbol of liberty and strength, it's also a brilliant investment in American heritage. Especially, we are uncovering one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in American numismatics, the United States Barber Dime from 1894. This coin is not just a piece of silver currency, it's a rare artifact from the late 19th century that continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. Known for its intricate design and remarkable scarcity, the 1894 Barber Dime holds a special place in the auction market, commanding attention and impressive dollar values. Whether you're a veteran collector or new to the hobby, this dime is a shining example of the beauty and value that American coins can hold. The Barber Dime series, designed by Charles E. Barber, served as the official dime of the United States from 1892 through 1916. The 1894 issue falls early in this classic series and reflects the elegance and craftsmanship of the late 1800s. This was a period when America was growing rapidly and coinage played a vital role in daily commerce and the nation's expanding economy. The Barber Dime was named after its designer, who was the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and his work was celebrated for its classical imagery combined with meticulous detail. The 1894 dime is a remarkable snapshot of that era, symbolizing both the artistry and the historical significance of U.S. coinage during the Gilded Age. What sets the 1894 Barber Dime apart are its distinct design elements and the artistry involved. The obverse features the profile of liberty, wearing a Phrygian cap and a laurel wreath, symbolizing freedom and victory. The word liberty is boldly inscribed on the headband, while 13 stars encircle the portrait, representing the original colonies. On the reverse, a wreath of corn, wheat, maple, and oak leaves beautifully surrounds the denomination, 1 dime, emphasizing agricultural prosperity and strength. The overall design is a masterful blend of classical inspiration and American symbolism, making it one of the most beloved and aesthetically pleasing dimes in U.S. history. The true allure of the 1894 Barber Dime, however, lies in its rarity and condition. Coins from this year, especially those in excellent condition, are extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors worldwide. Many of these dimes were heavily circulated, and finding specimens with minimal wear and clear details is increasingly difficult. What drives collector demand even higher is the survival rate of high-grade examples. A well-preserved 1894 Barber Dime, particularly one that has been professionally graded as MS-60 or above, can be considered a gem. Moreover, the coin's low mintage numbers and historical significance enhance its rarity, placing it among the most desirable Barber dimes in the numismatic community. As a result, these coins have become prized possessions for collectors who value both beauty and investment potential. Today, the 1894 Barber Dime commands impressive prices in the auction market and among private collectors. Circulated examples generally start with a solid premium over face value due to their silver content and collectible status, but the real excitement lies in coins that are in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition. High-grade coins, especially those graded MS-63 or higher by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC, have fetched prices reaching well into the tens of thousands of dollars. Rarer versions or coins with exceptional eye appeal can command even more. This strong demand and escalating value reflect the coin's enduring appeal as both a historical artifact and a solid investment. Collectors and investors alike recognize the 1894 Barber Dime as a treasure worth seeking out and preserving. For those interested in collecting the 1894 Barber Dime, a few tips can help ensure you make a wise investment. First, always seek coins that have been authenticated and graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC to guarantee authenticity and condition. The grade will significantly influence value, so aim for the highest grade possible within your budget. Pay special attention to coins with sharp details and minimal wear, especially focusing on the clarity of Liberty's portrait and the wreath on the reverse. Avoid coins with damage or cleaning marks, as these factors can affect value negatively. Lastly, consider working with trusted dealers or reputable auction houses when purchasing, as provenance and dealer reputation play crucial roles in securing a valuable piece. Taking these steps will position you well in acquiring a highly desirable and potentially appreciating coin. In conclusion, the United States Barber Dime from 1894 is a remarkable coin that combines artistic beauty, historical importance, and strong market demand. Its rarity and high-grade condition makes it a prized collectible, while its classical design and connection to a significant era in American history add to its timeless appeal. For collectors seeking a blend of history, elegance, and investment potential, this dime stands out as a must-have. The impressive auction results and growing interest from the numismatic community confirm that the 1894 Barber Dime remains one of the most valuable and respected coins in American coin collecting. Holding one in your collection means owning a piece of history that continues to shine brightly in today's market. Next coin, we're shining a spotlight on a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States Dime from 1967. At first glance, a 1967 dime might seem like a common coin, but once you dive deeper into its unique characteristics and collector demand, you'll discover it's anything but ordinary. This coin holds a special place in the world of coin collecting due to its fascinating historical context and the subtle features that make it a prized find in today's auction markets. If you're curious about rare coins with impressive potential value, stay tuned, because the 1967 dime is a hidden gem worth exploring. The 1967 dime is part of the famous Roosevelt Dime series, which began in 1946 and continues today. This series honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt and features his profile on the obverse side of the coin, commemorating his leadership during challenging times in American history. The year 1967 is especially significant because it was one of the final years before the United States stopped minting dimes with silver content. While dimes produced from 1965 onward are primarily composed of a copper-nickel clad, some variations and mint errors from this era have become highly collectible. The 1967 dime represents an era of transition and economic change, making it more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a pivotal time in U.S. monetary history. What truly sets the 1967 dime apart are its unique features and the occasional rarities that emerge from this year's minting. One of the most interesting aspects for collectors is the presence of certain minting errors and varieties that occurred during production. These can include double dyes, repunched mint marks, and other subtle variations that make specific coins from this year extraordinarily valuable. Even without errors, the 1967 dime's design remains iconic, featuring Roosevelt's dignified profile on the front and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. This combination of meaningful design and the possibility of rare variations has kept collectors highly interested in the 1967 dime, especially in top-quality condition. Speaking of condition, the rarity and collector demand for the 1967 dime largely depend on its state of preservation. Because these coins were produced in massive quantities for everyday use, finding them in mint or near-mint condition is rare and highly sought after. Coins graded at the higher end of the scale, such as MS-65 or above, can command significant premiums, particularly if they exhibit sharp details and vibrant luster. Collectors are always eager to add these pristine coins to their collections because they represent a perfect blend of historical importance and aesthetic appeal. The market for high-grade 1967 dimes is robust and competitive, making them excellent choices for both seasoned collectors and new investors aiming to own valuable American coinage. In today's auction market, the value of a 1967 Roosevelt dime can vary widely based on condition and rarity. Typical circulated examples might hold modest value, largely tied to their metal content and historical significance. However, high-grade, certified coins and those with notable mint errors or varieties can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For instance, a well-preserved, professionally graded 1967 dime with a recognized mint error could attract enthusiastic bidding, driving prices much higher than standard circulation coins. The continued interest from collectors and numismatists ensures that these coins remain highly liquid assets, prized both for their beauty and their investment potential. For collectors interested in acquiring or investing in a 1967 Roosevelt dime, there are several tips to keep in mind. First, always prioritize purchasing coins that have been certified by reputable grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, as this ensures authenticity and accurate grading. Next, study known mint errors and varieties from this year to identify the coins with the most potential value. Condition is king. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and minimal wear will always be in demand. It's also wise to buy from trusted dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins to avoid counterfeits and to secure a fair price. With the right knowledge and careful selection, collectors can add a truly valuable and historically significant coin to their portfolios. In conclusion, the United States $1 dime from 1967 is much more than a simple piece of pocket change. It's a coin that bridges history, artistry, and rarity in a way few others do. Whether you're drawn by its beautiful Roosevelt design, its place in the transition away from silver coinage, or its potential mint errors, the 1967 dime holds a prominent place in the coin collecting world. With strong collector demand and rising values in the auction market, owning one of these coins means holding a piece of American heritage that continues to appreciate in significance and value. If you're looking for a coin that combines history, beauty, and investment potential, the 1967 Roosevelt Dime is an exceptional choice. Last unique coin, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States $1 dime from 1980, specifically the Denver Mint issue, known as the 1980 D dime. While dimes from this era may seem common at first glance, the 1980 D-Dime holds a unique appeal and stands out as a coin that's gaining significant attention in today's auction markets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, this coin offers a compelling mix of history, design, and investment potential that's hard to ignore. So, let's explore why the 1980 D-Dime has become a sought-after piece in the numismatic world. The Roosevelt Dime series, which began in 1946, has long been an enduring symbol of American coinage. The 1980 D-Dime continues that tradition, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt with its iconic obverse portrait. This particular year, 1980, was notable as it reflected a time of both economic challenges and resilience in the United States. The Denver Mint produced millions of these dimes for circulation, but the true magic lies in the nuances of their production and survival. The 1980 D-Dime represents an era where coinage still held a strong presence in everyday commerce, yet the preservation of high-quality examples is becoming increasingly rare, making this coin a prime candidate for collectors looking to add a piece of history to their collection. One of the standout features of the 1980 D-Dime is its classic Roosevelt design paired with subtle details that collectors cherish. The obverse showcases Roosevelt's dignified profile, with intricate hair and facial features captured with precision. On the reverse, the Torch of Liberty stands flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing peace and strength. What makes the 1980 D especially interesting to collectors are the occasional mint errors and varieties that appear in this year's production. These might include double dyes, repunched mint marks, or minor planchet imperfections that add layers of rarity and intrigue. These unique characteristics not only increase the desirability of certain specimens, but also make hunting for these varieties an exciting endeavor for collectors at all levels. Despite the high mintage numbers, the 1980 D-Dime in pristine condition is becoming a rarer find. The coins were widely circulated, and many show signs of wear, making well-preserved examples highly valuable in the eyes of collectors. Coins graded in the mint state MS range, particularly MS 65 and above, are considered gems and command premiums in the market. Collectors appreciate coins that exhibit sharp strike details, vibrant luster, and free from scratches or toning issues. The scarcity of such flawless examples from 1980 D adds to the coin's appeal and drives demand higher. As a result, the 1980 D-Dime remains a prized collectible that offers both aesthetic appeal and investment potential. In the current auction market, the value of the 1980 D-Dime varies widely depending on its condition and rarity. While circulated dimes from this year typically trade at modest premiums over face value, high-grade specimens certified by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch several $100s or more. A remarkable appreciation for a coin often overlooked. Additionally, coins exhibiting notable errors or exceptional eye appeal can push the price even higher, attracting passionate bidders and collectors worldwide. This strong market performance reflects a growing recognition of the 1980 D-Dime's significance, both as a collectible piece and a sound investment for those looking to diversify their portfolios with tangible assets. For those eager to collect or invest in the 1980 D-Dime, several tips can help maximize value and ensure a rewarding experience. First, always seek coins that have been professionally graded by trusted companies, as certification guarantees authenticity and provides an accurate assessment of condition. Pay close attention to the coin's strike quality and luster, aiming for specimens with sharp details and minimal handling marks. Familiarize yourself with common error types for the 1980 D, as these variants often carry significant premiums. When buying, work with reputable dealers or well-known auction houses to avoid counterfeit coins and ensure fair pricing. With careful selection and knowledge, collectors can confidently add a valuable and historically rich coin to their collections. In conclusion, the United States One Dime 1980 D stands as a remarkable example of American numismatic heritage, blending historical significance, beautiful design, and increasing rarity in today's market. Its enduring appeal among collectors and investors alike speaks to the timeless allure of Roosevelt's portrait and the quality craftsmanship of the Denver Mint. Whether you're drawn by its classic appearance, its subtle minting varieties, or its strong auction performance, the 1980 D-Dime offers an exceptional opportunity to own a piece of history that continues to grow in value. This coin is a testament to the fact that even coins minted in the relatively recent past can hold immense collectible and monetary worth. Thank you for joining me on this detailed exploration of the 1980 D. Roosevelt Dime. If you found this video insightful and want to stay updated on rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, happy collecting and may your coin adventures be filled with rare finds and exciting discoveries.